I'm Macy Egland. A Long Island school bus driver and church worker is accused of sexually abusing children. Bernardo Amaya of North Bay Shore is expected in court today. Police say he inappropriately touched an 8-year-old girl in August and a 4-year-old nearly 20 years ago. We're told the 75-year-old works at St. Luke's Roman Catholic Church in Brentwood and also drives for a West Babylon-based bus company. Hundreds of students will attend class in other schools today after flames ripped through their elementary school. Before school yesterday morning, fire heavily damaged the West Side School in Laurel Hollow. No one was hurt. Investigators believe that fire was sparked by an electrical problem. First in Newsday, the old Boardy Barn is closer to becoming a new hotel. A new law in Southampton town now allows hotels to go up along certain stretches of Montauk and Sunrise Highway. The Boardy Barn was a Hampton Bays party spot for decades until it closed in 2021. Well, there was quite a buzz around Walt Whitman High School. Check this out. Yesterday, kids and adults shaved their heads to raise money for the St. Baldrick's Foundation. And for those touched by cancer, the annual event really hits close to home.
We're not just giving money to just an organization, but we're actually seeing some of the results at the same time.
And close to $19,000 was raised to help fight childhood cancer. More family fun is coming to Long Island. Main Event is opening at Tanger Outlets in Deer Park in May. It will offer bowling, laser tag, arcade games, and gravity ropes courses. Sounds fun. Well, Hofstra is headed to the big dance, ending a 25-year NCAA tournament drought. The third-seeded Pride topped fourth-seeded Monmouth 75-69 in the Coastal Athletic Association Championship last night in Washington, D.C. That gives Hofstra an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Now, the Pride did qualify in the 2019-2020 season, but that tournament was canceled due to the COVID pandemic. St. John's is looking to punch their NCAA tournament ticket. Coming up, Newsday's St. John's reporter Roger Rubin is breaking down what's next for Rick Pitino and the Red Storm in the Big East tourney. Let's talk about your Wednesday weather now. We are in fake spring, false spring. The last nice day before rain and cooler temps move back in. Highs today are in the upper 50s to low 60s across the island. It'll be nice. Get out, enjoy it. But those clouds start to roll in ahead of wet weather tomorrow. As you see here on the Futurecast, that rain arrives late in the morning. We could see some flakes even in the afternoon. Yeah, I said fake spring yesterday and today, right? It's in the 40s through the weekend, so cooler. We've got some more rain on Monday. Tuesday looking even colder. Real spring will eventually get here. So enjoy today and hope you enjoyed yesterday.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Only a Newsday, a small church in Sag Harbor played a very big role in Long Island history. Photojournalist Elizabeth Sagrin and editor Alexa Covaney have that story.
Church bell here was also a notification that people had to suddenly be aware that there might be a package or passengers coming through for the Underground Railroad. The church was built in 1840, which was prior to the end of slavery in the overall United States, but after the end of enslavement in New York State itself, which was 1827. So it is still believed that people who were escaping slavery from the South basically came through as a water route from the South. There's a street over here called Liberty Street, which goes straight down to the water, which we're not quite sure how it got its name, but we do believe it was seen as a passageway to Liberty. Now, on Liberty Street, as well as the church, there were trapdoors, hidden passages. This is one of the trapdoors up here, which we believe may have been where people who were escaping enslavement were hidden. It's a really fascinating piece of architecture here, which then leads down just into what's now a furnace room. The church itself was built by Native Americans and African Americans who felt that they were sort of being accessed out of the other churches. They were becoming crowded. They wanted their own space in which to worship, and Also, that's the reason why the cemetery itself was built, because people of color wanted our own place to inter our dead.
You can read more about Long Island's Maritime Underground Railroad on Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. Well, spring is in full bloom in Westbury, and this year at Hicks Nursery's annual Flower and Garden Show, the gardens are game-themed. Elisa DiStefano takes us there.
It's a sweet escape from winter. I'm Elisa DiStefano at Hicks Nursery's Flower and Garden Show. Let's take a look around. This year's theme for the 36th annual event in Westbury is Game of Gardens.
It's really kind of our introduction to spring, get people excited about the season. It's a fun theme. It's got a lot of things for the kids, a lot of inspiration for your garden.
There are over 5,000 plants and 250 varieties to see in the 8 themed gardens. There are surprises blooming at every bend in the kingdom of confections. Roses, lilacs, and lilies in the chess garden. If you love video games and Legos, this is the garden for you. And take a close look at the details. See if you can spot the Lego flowers inside. And more flowers and fun in the backyard games. The Garden of Life, Raging Rhinos, and boardwalk games. There's so much spring in the air, but this garden will transport you to summer.
It's great to see spring and flowers when it's still dreary outside.
The show that runs all month is free. There's a scavenger hunt for kids, and the flowers bloom in stages.
If you come today, the garden experience you have in a few weeks will be definitely different. A lot of different gardens for people to enjoy and get inspired and really have some fun.
Can't wait to take my daughter. You can find more fun things to do at the Hicks Nursery's Flower Show on our website, Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy. Need to maintain or repair an old solar system? Trust Sun Nation Service to fix it like new.
Newsday Sports now, and St. John's is looking to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament, but they may have a tough road ahead in the Big East tourney. Newsday St. John's reporter Roger Rubin takes a look at what's next for the Red Storm.
Well, the expectations have sort of changed during the course of the season. St. John's began the season as the preseason number 5 team in the country after bringing in the number 1 ranked transfer class. But in the non-conference part of the schedule in November and December, they lost several high-profile games against nationally ranked teams. And that sort of began to adjust the way that people were looking at them as they fell in the rankings and eventually were unranked. But St. John's has won 16 of their last 17 games. They are back in the rankings up to number 13. They have a win against the University of Connecticut, and they've won the outright Big East Championship and top seeding for the Big East tournament. So I would say that as far as expectations go, they're about as high as they've been since they were preseason number 5. The way that the Big East has looked this year, really Connecticut and St. John's have been in a different class than most of the other teams in the conference. And I would have to say that given the magnitude of their first 2 meetings, that if they were to meet on Saturday night at 6:30 at Madison Square Garden, it might be the most anticipated matchup of this week in any conference.
St. John's will face the winner of today's Butler-Providence game at the Garden tomorrow. You can read more about the team's expectations on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. See more on these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other streaming services you see here. I'm Macy Eglund. We've got more local news coming up.
There's more to Long Island than you know when you picture this. Join Macy Egeland for a journey through some of the major moments in Long Island's past through the lens of the Newsday archives. Picture This, available now at newsday.com/picture this.